same guys, actually, right? They throw you a new song.
Here we are.
Welcome back to Johnny Custom Glocks Front Sight Press, where I'd like to introduce one of my friends that stopped by tonight, Nancy Pelosi.
Woo!
Thank you, Nancy, for coming by. You traitorous bitch. So anyways, you're looking good, though, better than I've seen you. So anyways, tonight is what? First Tuesday of the month.
Thursday.
We got the law attorneys on. Yeah, but your dad gets all confused. They keep him.
I know when to be here. You're the one that can't freaking figure it out.
I was sick one night. One night I was sick. And the pressure of sitting in this chair was just too much for you that you've complained about it ever since.
I crushed it.
I wrecked it.
I crushed it. They contacted me afterwards about substitution maybe or something. Just saying. Oh, was I not supposed to say that yet? Sorry, guys.
So anyways, well, I don't know. He just kept talking, so
Well, I would, however, like to slap a copyright claim on that joke of mine that you just stole for your entry.
Uh-oh. Is that Nyland?
hello, Nyland.
Hi.
I'm on the show.
He thought it was Tuesday.
I love you very much. I got to go. I'm getting yelled at.
Hi, Nyland.
Everybody says hi. Yes, it's Thursday. Yeah? It's 8-ish. I love you. Bye.
It's very-ish.
Like, what day is it? Is it Thursday?
It actually is Thursday.
No, I'm not answering the phone.
Thank you.
Especially as
Uh-oh. Jimmy shaking his head.
it's like this.
Austin.
The phone starts ringing. It's Austin's phone. I look up at Austin. He's like this.
Not me.
Jimmy's like,
Oh, no. Look, Kathy has it in her hands.
Kathy's liking and sharing because she knows we're giving away this
Nice
case.
case, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There we
Ooh,
go.
it's got a nice foam.
It's nice.
Radio?
Like it, share, like it, share, like it, share, baby. Pelican case tonight. I guess the photographers like these things.
When we finally get ours,
Oh, for crying out loud.
we're going to use it for our GoPro for all our YouTubing and various YouTube channels that we have.
I got that for Christmas.
We're going to be using it for her GoPro for all our YouTube and stuff. So it is, they do make really good camera cases. We're excited about getting it at some point.
Because it's sitting in Mike's living room.
I'll take that off.
Yeah.
I got so much stuff over there, wires and everything is banging into me. Didn't realize it was on me all day long until
Uh-huh.
I sat down and got wired up. So anyway, happy first Tuesday of the month.
Thursday.
Woo! This one actually tastes good.
That's a dirty blonde, I think.
I don't believe you.
It does taste good. It's got,
Yeah.
it's got
It's got strawberry in it.
yeah, strawberry, pineapple, green apple, and bacon. Oh, I mean lemon.
And it's green.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's got spinach, kale.
You left off all the great stuff. Why are you burying the lead?
What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? We've been sitting out here for 15 freaking minutes. We've been live for 1 minute. It's like, oh, we're all live. Oh, we've been waiting.
I hope so. I'm giving you all my good material.
Does anybody know where you buy that stuff?
By a crop
Yeah.
on university.
That's right.
It's good for you.
Have they
Good
sponsored
stuff.
you yet?
What's that?
No.
They sponsored you yet? Well, then stop talking about them.
I was just say, what are you, my attorney?
Yes!
And actually, yes, you
Why
are.
you
Free
giving,
advice.
So that
why are
didn't-
you giving the milk,
that didn't
getting the
work.
milk for free instead of buying the cow or whatever they call that? Yeah, man. Jesus. Yeah. This is my own
So we're
advertising.
gonna take you. Hey, can we get that TV on or something? Or
I'm just looking here.
we're not
It's-
paying a
it's
bill or
Julie's
something?
got
Or it broke? Julie, you got it?
Where
I got
they
it.
have a
Well,
TV?
we're
Last
trying-
time we didn't even have a TV.
That's
It was
right.
a big
No, we
square
didn't.
one. I had to walk up and
Behind
use the knob like that whenever I wanted to read a comment.
Cindy had to stand behind it
Correct.
with the antennas.
Adjust the rabbit
To the
ears.
left.
That's right.
To your left. You're on the left.
Only way we could see questions. It was awful.
All right. So like a chair, like a chair, like a chair to win the chance to win the to get a chance to win the Pelican.
Pelican.
Hey, hey, you know what?
Been a long day.
It's been a long friggin' like 2 weeks, so I've had enough. So don't give me any crap.
I'm good.
You good? Somebody loves me.
I don't even know what
All
the
right.
camera's on.
So I got notes and everything here. So like a chair, all right? Get ready for the toast. We're going to have Mother's Day toast because Mother's Day's coming up. So love your mom. Love your mom. We get some
your
meatloaf.
Is she in heaven? What happened? Did I miss something?
No.
Oh, she's
just
upstairs,
up north.
upstairs from the basement. Oh, it's only funny when you try to do it,
That's
right?
correct.
Is that what it is?
You're once again stealing my jokes.
I'm not stealing your joke. That's like a 4-year-old joke.
I came
you
in
come in
here
and say it once, and Jeff's
and
like,
said,
"Oh,
Nice Nancy Pelosi statue you got over
And
there.
I go-
and then all of a sudden,
I go like this.
We're going to make that our
Oh,
intro
we're gonna
joke.
bring Nancy up, and now all of a sudden, you're like, oh, that's mine.
Correct.
Like the kid in the sandbox. Oh, it's mine. Mine.
I am copyright
On the freaking
striking your joke.
was it the teeter-totter thing all by himself? It's mine. No, you say it by myself. It's mine.
That's correct. Stop stealing my shit.
I didn't steal any of your shit.
Read your freaking paper.
I can't because I'm afraid if I say something,
Oh, you probably stole one of my sponsors or something on there too. I don't know.
you don't have any sponsors.
That's
You
true.
can't.
I don't need any.
Okay, Sydney comes on there and sits next to you. All right. So I'd like to thank our sponsors. The king sponsor, Johnny Custom Glocks. Get yourself a Johnny Custom Glocks trigger because life is too short to have a Glock trigger that sucks. So don't have a Glock trigger that sucks. 'Cause they do. All right, just get yourself a Johnny Custom Glocks. And as always, if you are not following him on his social media, especially YouTube, and you do own a G-Lock, you are missing out on information on your gun that will change everything you do. Right? There's so much information he's given us. He's like a B-52 knowledge carping bombing machine. All right? So all you do is just go on there. It's there's a Johnny Glock persona, I think it is. And check him out because you should be following him at least on YouTube to see what he's putting out about the Glocks. All right? HBC Concealment. All right? The best holsters out there. Thank you, Vanna. Oh, we need a at the end of that.
Yeah.
Like this. Wearing his mag pouch with my big ass. I'm compensating 21 round Sig mag in there. A wallet.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Wallet, trays. It's like this. This is a big, heavy ass mag, even filled with Pilgrim.
You can fit with
ammunition.
22s?
Yeah.
Right? So, it's a lot to carry around. It's a lot easier to carry around in this mag pouch. All right? So easy to carry around that I forgot it was on me till I sat in this chair. And I
Unless
was
you're
like,
carrying like 7 other things on your belt, like Batman or something, and you run out of space.
Your knives.
I
and-
got
gotta take it
knives,
off.
I got holsters. you know.
Microphones, knives, holsters,
Like I'm
beet
wearing,
juice, whatever.
I wear these.
Oh, yeah.
I got a bunch of these. Right, I got them for like 4 or 5 different guns.
And the fancy
They're
designs,
a
too. You
lot
just send them
more-
a picture
A lot more
of what you want.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you can basically make whatever design you want. It's also, yeah.
Tell 'em, what are you getting?
A Grogu.
Grogu holster for your G44, right?
That's right.
Should be shooting GSSF with us on the team.
Oh, yeah.
You'd be more than happy to.
Oh, yeah.
They
I'm
have a
just
day have a
saying-
9-year-old age limit?
What's
Join
that?
They have a
E4.
9-year-old age limit?
Gabriel started shooting when he was 7. Austin started winning when he was 11.
Come on down this weekend.
They got the, who's got Blake's dad's number?
Blake's dad's number?
Yeah, not Blake.
I have.
Sanchez, Joe Sanchez.
Yeah, I've got him on.
Text him, tell him doesn't matter.
Okay.
Already got yelled at once today.
Where's it at this week?
Down in Total Impact in Venice or in Nokomis.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This
Starts at
Saturday?
3 o'clock
It's an indoor
Saturday
match.
afternoon. Yeah. Should come
I'm
down.
going to go to a gun show for a little bit. I'll talk about that later. But we might be able to
Why,
come
you
down
got
by
too many
3 o'clock.
IQ points?
What?
You get too many IQ points, got to go to the gun show and lose some?
Correct.
What's Blake's dad's
No,
name?
I got to go there and
Joe?
work a table.
Joe Sanchez? Here we are. I got him.
3 o'clock. Total impact. You can go.
What size shirt you wear?
Yeah, we got to get you a shirt.
I don't know. That's a question for Mom.
Extra.
Come on, man.
Actually,
extra
Come on.
small.
Here, I'm gonna ask.
Put a
I'll-
belt
go ahead.
on and make it a dress.
I'll ask Betsy what size shirt she wears. Keep talking.
All right.
I actually know.
Travi Mack Foundation.
You don't know what size shirt you wear.
Everybody should be donating to the Travi Mack.
Yeah, no. What? did
Austin,
somebody
come here, please.
Kick that speaker or something?
Figure out where the volume is and turn it down just a little bit. I like it loud but not distorted.
Loud but not ear splitting.
It's just like you said, it sounds like.
Yeah.
So you can find a volume on that?
Crack a little bit. But you know, when we were here last time, there wasn't even a box for music. No music was played.
That's good. Yep, much better. Why? Was it maxed out or something?
Just saying.
Ah, all right. All right, well, we're going to make up for it now then. How's that? Thank you, Austin. Say hi to Nancy on your way by. She's an American treasure.
You're smacking it.
I'm an American.
She's an American treasure. Let's bury her.
Yes.
So anyway,
And you wonder why you keep getting striked and shadow banned.
I don't wonder.
That's true, I guess. You know.
I know the Marxists are doing it. So I'd like to thank everybody that's been following the show. Hate not to interrupt with the sponsors, but now that we're back over 300,000 people reached every 28 days,
You know
and
what?
we're over 5,000 followers. All right, so that's a
think
big deal for us.
I think you're safe. Let's barrier, B-A-R-R-I-E-R.
Yeah, that's what I said. So back to the Travi Mack Foundation. All right, honestly, like, listen, if you need, you need a charity, you donate to charities, please look up Travi Mack Foundation, right? It is such a great cause. They sponsor music programs for the kids that are in University of Maryland's Children's Hospital, right? They go in, they play music for them, they teach them to play instruments. They're just kids that are just having really, really bad, crappy, days. All right, they go in there and make those days better. So if you're looking for a charity to donate to, it should be the Travi Mack Foundation. It is just a fantastic foundation that gives money to the actual kids. All right, so as far as, or things for the kids, I should say. It's not one of these. We'll give every dollar out of 100. All right, they're getting the money.
Yeah.
All right, SRQLivestudios.com. Like somebody was in here, that's why we had a little problem getting started tonight, because somebody was in here filming a short movie. And took all the cameras down, and then Peyton was just like, "Oh crap!" And then he ran out there and had to set them all up.
He's
So,
awesome. Awesome.
Military case
Number
surplus,
two.
Tony up in Largo. Okay, hooking us up with cases to give away for you guys. So if you need to bury stuff in the ground, I'm just saying. You want to do, what are those things called when you put your stuff in it, you bury it, and you pick it up like 20 years? Time capsule.
Perfect.
I'm glad you said something, because the three of them were just looking at me like, what?
But Nancy will still look the same. That
Yeah.
plastic surgery don't droop.
She's looked the same. Like,
That's what
here's
I'm
the deal.
saying.
I can't believe she
She'll
goes
still look
against
the
the
same.
Constitution. You know what I mean? I mean, she was there when they signed it.
Right, yeah. But she was against it then, too.
Yep, she's against it.
Isn't that treason?
Treason is business. But anyways, I don't know why I'm mumbling. The mic's right here. All right. And last but not least, Skies of Chaos for always hooking us up with the song now that we switched over to Black Widow. Because I was outvoted on Strippers and Jack.
Is that Marvel copyright? You got Marvel copyright permission on that?
On what? A song?
Black Widow?
They don't own the word Black Widow.
They're
Right.
bugs.
You don't think
The
Disney?
spider.
You don't think Disney thinks they own the words Black Widow? Good luck, my friend.
Ooh.
We'll see.
I'm not going up against a mouse. They're too big.
Ooh.
But
All right.
But look, if you want to get Black Widow in here anytime you want, please do.
All right, everybody get their beverage of choice ready. I'm going to get my kale and spinach juice. See if anybody thinks I'm drinking Jack tonight. Oh, I had a drink last week.
Yeah, you did. We're the tequila girl on here.
Yep, Lexi Tequila.
Lexi
I saw.
Tequila.
All right,
Yeah.
so here's a Mother's Day toast. Oh, there it is. You guys probably already read it. So, Mothers are like buttons. They hold everything together. Happy Mother's Day, Ma, if you're watching.
Cheers.
You're the only one in a family that does.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's
Mothers,
Day.
everybody's mothers.
Even to you, Jimmy. Happy Mother's Day.
Well, it's 2021 too. Happy if you think you're a Mother's Day.
Yeah.
If you identify as a Mother's Day.
Yeah,
If you may someday pay and become a Mother's Day. Happy, happy, happy.
Everybody, there it is. Can't even have Mother's Day anymore. All right. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do now. Hey, Pate, can we run that?
Oh.
Uh-oh. We got clips?
You're gonna love this thing.
Are we ready? All right, we check it out. We got what is it called? This is our version of Drunken History.
Yeah, you're gonna have to watch that one because the TV's not on. It's really
What
good.
is it called? Mike's Story Time. Now, you're going to just run it on that? Does he need to get his big juice head out of the way? Or? My buddy Matt used to work with me, and he came in, he's like, why do you get pissed off when people come up and want you to move your sights? Their sights. Because their sights aren't off, right? He goes, what do you mean? I go, they just suck. So right after that, a guy comes out and he's like, hey, do you guys work on sights? And I go, why, because you're shooting glowing to the left? He goes, yeah. And they all say the same thing. They go, do you have a lot of problem with these guns doing that? And I go, no, I have a lot of problem with people don't know how to freaking shoot, wanting me to move their sights. And I go, follow me. So we go up. Right, this is what I do. I take the gun. I go, you mind if I shoot it so I can see where it's hitting? No, I was like, no, go right ahead. So I take it and I hold my pinky there and I put the mag into my pinky. And then I rack it so it doesn't, and then I click the mag in. And then I give it the whole. Then I go, I'll tell you what, why don't you shoot it first so I can see where it's hitting? So then I give it to them. And they go like this. Every freaking time, they're like, huh! Like that. And I go, and that's why you're missing. And then they all say the same freaking thing. They go, what, because it didn't fire? Yeah, that's why you're missing. I go, you didn't notice that you flinched? Oh, did I flinch? Flinch! I almost had to grab your feet because I thought you were going over the counter. Right? So Matt's like, I got it. You guys know the rest of that story? Like, 'cause that's a true story. You know the rest of it? So, Matt, we go back out to the counter, right? And within, I'd say 15 minutes, what do you think happened?
Another person came in and said the same thing.
And what's he say? He goes, do you guys work on sights? And Matt goes just like this. He goes, why? Does it shoot low and to the left? The guy goes, yeah. And he goes, yeah, we work on sights. And he takes the guy's gun, right? And I'm like, we just went over this. Right? We just went over this. But here's what he does. He goes in the back, right? And he gets a ball-peen hammer, and there's an anvil back there. So the guy's standing at the counter like this. And he's like this. Kabang, 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 kabang. And the guy's like, where'd I go? Right? Kabang, 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 kabang. And then he comes out, and he's got a friggin' piece of cardboard that looks like a sight taped onto the back of the gun, that big. Right? And he goes, here you go, that should fix it. And the guy goes, what is that? And Matt takes it back. He goes, well, here's what happens. Now, when you aim, it'll be like this. So when you flinch, it'll go right in the middle.
Nice.
And like I said before, I got all misty-eyed, and I needed a moment. Because that's the friggin' truth. And it happens all the time. Same thing like friggin' safeties. Right? Get the guys come in. Right, I go, I want to get a concealed carry gun. All right, I want to have a safety on it. I go, you don't want a safety on a concealed carry gun. Yes, I do. Why? Well, I don't want it to go off by accident. And I always go like this. I go, you know there's no gun on the planet that if you take the safety off and then you press the trigger and you don't want it to shoot, then it won't shoot, right? And they always say, they say the same thing. They go like this. They go, I'm not going to do that. And I just go like this. Well, you shouldn't do that all the time then. How's that?
Hey, you know, Blakely says, we had the song before the movie. Shouldn't they sue?
Oh, you like that?
Yeah, if they had the title of the
There's a payday
song.
for you.
Oh, yeah.
Knock yourself out.
Yeah, but he didn't have the song before the comic.
Right.
Oh, okay.
It's a name. Also, should we talk about you ripping off Ant-Man in your sketch there?
Ant-Man.
Y'all ain't never seen the movie Ant-Man?
I saw him, and what did I rip him off for?
There's a big famous scene in there where his partner guy, played by Michael Pena or whatever his name is, does that whole skit where he's talking, the other people are talking. His voice
It's called Drunken History.
It's a show. It's a skit that became
Drunken
famous from
History.
that movie.
No.
And now you're copying it on your own show.
I am tired of you.
You are.
Cindy, can we sue him?
You were just poking that mouse in the eye, man. I'm just telling you.
Screw that rat.
Go watch
Pansy
it,
ass
man,
rat.
and you will see
Pansy
that
ass.
bit ripped
Put a
off
rat
by
trap out for him.
Frontside Press.
Hey, Sean Hilton wants to say, did I win?
I'm just saying.
No, but probably.
Are we gonna have any legal questions on this legal question show? See, now that I stole
we
from
have a
Jurassic
couple
Park.
of them. Yeah.
You should
First
call,
question
you should
we
call
got.
yours a parody homage, and then that will cover you.
But she's not even watching.
Are you on my side? You not on my side? What are you
Not
doing?
against the mouse. It's super
Ooh.
scary.
The
Yes,
mouse is
watching.
powerful.
It's scary. Are you kidding me? The
Like
mouse.
this. People are always like, oh, blah, 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 blah. Like, I'm like, you know what the security is like at Disney? Like, well, you know, I seen the guy. No, you don't see the guy.
Yeah.
Like, let me ask this. How many fights in the history of Disney, with everybody with their phones and cameras, how many fights have you seen at Disney? One?
Maybe.
One? Right? What do you think happens? They got like SWAT anti-terrorist guys dressed like bushes and underneath the trash barrel in the tunnels. And what happens? Somebody starts fighting them like, whoosh, and they're gone. Like, hey, where those guys? What happened to that?
And
Somebody
they
goes,
come in and take your cell phone and write you a big check to go.
they
away
got a
and
bunch
not
of
talk
people
about it on
walking
Facebook.
around, and you know what their only job is? To go,
Look for guns.
what's that? And then when everybody looks, they're gone.
Troublemakers, they never come back.
Then they just walk off. There it is. Like, oh.
That's what I'm telling
I
you.
don't believe it.
You don't wanna mess
because
with the mouse.
it's the happiest place on earth.
Right, because you get
Here's
rid
what
of
we
all
do.
the mad people.
Put some hidden cameras on, and we go there, and we fight.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
and see what happens.
And then see what happens.
Okay, that would be fun.
I'm bringing a couple of lawyers with me.
I'm not messing with the mouse, man. No way.
Like,
Hey,
I'm going to
Blake-
call my lawyer. Right, the two of them sitting next to me like this. I can't get the phone.
Right, yeah. Don't call me.
Hey, Blakely says, how much does a lawyer cost who actually wears shoes?
More than you can afford, my friend.
That's not funny.
Hey, look, everything's on Zoom now, so all they see is up here. I
There
can
it
be
is.
naked from the below, doing somebody's plea. They don't care.
Man, do you know what's going to happen now every time I watch a YouTube channel with you video on? I'm like, I know he's naked. Oh!
Some strange thing happens in
I
court.
watch like this.
How about a dye pack?
What?
How about a dye pack, Lisa Newman? How about a dye pack like for bank robberies, low and to the left of the target?
You know what a dye bag is?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, they throw in the money when they.
You know what she's famous for?
Hiding to the right? I don't know.
No. She was shooting low and to the left, right? And she was petrified. So Lisa and I have a long history together, right? So what happens is she's shooting, right? And she can't do it, right? So what happens is I put my hand right here, and I go, here's what I'm gonna tell you. If you flinch, you'll shoot through my hand. She goes, we're not gonna do this. And I'm like, yes, we are. So I got it right there, and she goes, pow! She was right in the center, right? So she comes back the next week. She's like, we ain't doing the hand thing anymore. I'm like, she goes, nope, I drew up target. So she got a target, it's got a bullseye, and down here is a bottle of Jameson's. She goes, your hand, bottle of Jameson's, same problem, I'm good. And somehow, some reason, that's how you fix low and to the left.
You can fix anybody. People need to understand you can fix anybody.
I don't know about that.
Yes.
I've had some people who the only thing that's going to fix them is when I choke the life out of them.
Yes, you can fix anybody. People need to understand that.
No,
I'm done.
you good?
I'm good. Done
So
with
here's
my
our
rant.
first law question. Let's talk about Mickey's SWAT team or whatever. No, we're good? All right, so first, can Biden take away any of our gun rights with an executive order? What are you looking at her for? You didn't go to law school?
Yeah,
He can?
He can. I mean, Biden can control the executive branch. So if it's something in the executive branch that's not a law, I mean, if you think about it, that's what Trump did with the ATF, with the bump stocks. He told the ATF to do this, make this happen.
Yeah, but then they got overruled, right?
Only in one district.
So far, yeah.
Yeah, only in one district. There's only 4 states right now that bump stocks are legal if their states allow them. I don't even know.
Are we one of them?
Nope.
No. It was in the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas Act. It was one of the things that got banned in that.
Yeah, Florida banned them before Trump did.
Wow.
They should hope they don't see that new trigger.
I'm hoping Biden's people don't see this.
Well, I mean, they don't care. Well, they know that, I mean, in all honesty, they know they can't do anything major with executive
Nothing
because if
major.
you could, somebody would have done it by now. Obama would have done it or whatever. So, right, they can tweak
Yeah,
around
but these
the
idiots are
edges.
worse than anybody.
Yeah, but they can tweak around the edges. They can order ATF to do certain things, reclassify things on the NFA, which will be challenged and it could be upheld in court. So,
Defund
but
the
during that
ATF.
time period when it becomes illegal until you get a ruling from the Supreme Court, then you have this area here where technically it's illegal.
And how many Supreme Court justices are we going to have by the time he's done?
Can he do that?
He's trying.
He can't do that.
Can he stack the Supreme Court?
Not by himself, no.
It can be done. Nobody has ever done it.
Isn't that treasonous bitches stuff?
Yes, it really is. And even,
All right, just wondering.
even
Welcome
some
to
Democrats
Florida.
won't do it. So.
No, you can't. He can't add Supreme Court justices
Not by
without
himself. Congress has to
a
do it.
filibuster-proof vote, which requires 60. And they're not going to get rid of the filibuster because there's at least so far still 2 Democrats that are saying they won't vote to
Yeah, Manchin.
get rid
Who
of the
else?
Yeah.
filibuster. So as long as those 2 hold firm, you only need 1. But as long as those 2 hold firm, they can't switch it to 50 plus Kamala Campbell, whatever the hell her name is. They can't do that. So, but theoretically, yeah, I mean they can do whatever. But I think they even know they can't. They're never going to do an executive order like banning AR-15, so they know it wouldn't hold up. Otherwise, they would have done it already.
Well, because every executive order can be undone by the
Right.
next president's executive order.
okay.
So what's
And that's
the point?
why you won't see any gun legislation this time either, because they're not going to get 60 votes for that. And as long as they don't blow up the filibuster, that's not going to go through either. So those two, Joe Manchin and
I don't remember the other
whatever
one.
her name is. I don't know. There's another one that's out there, Jody something. I thought. Anyway, there's 2 Democrats that are not going to blow up the filibuster as long as they hold until 2022, when hopefully the Republicans take back the House or whatever. Then it'll be fine.
All right. Next question. What proposed pending legislation or law concerns you the most and why? Oh, concerns you the most and why? Which ones?
Well, I don't know if it's a proposed legislation. And again, whether anything would
Is
ever
it treasonous
pass.
bitches stuff?
It is. I think, well, there's 2
She's a
that
lot more fun than you are, just to let you know.
There's 2 that really concern me. National red flag laws, or people encouraging these red flag laws where everybody can report people. I don't like that idea
We
at
should
all.
report the people trying to get these national red flag laws.
Yeah.
Because they're crazy.
They are.
They're crazy.
But the other,
Treasonous bitches. That's a
But
problem.
they don't have
Nazi
guns, so what's the
bastards.
point of getting a red flag law on those people?
the other one is where they want to be able to sue gun manufacturers, bullet manufacturers, gun dealers, everybody. That's what I'm afraid. I'm afraid they're going to try to go around the back door and try to make everything to do with guns illegal without flat out outlawing guns
All right.
and bullets.
I'm a simpleton, so I need you to
True story.
explain this to me. All right? So, if some scumbag breaks into my house, right, and hurts himself while doing it, I can get sued. Okay? Now, if some scumbag shoots somebody, right, Smith & Wesson can get sued.
Right now they can't.
But that's what they're trying to do.
That's what they're trying
Now,
to do.
some scumbag gets a car, crashes into my car, right? Has no insurance, stole the car, was drunk, was on their, weed medication card medication, all right? Runs a red light and hits me. I can't do anything.
You might be
What?
able to sue
You can
the.
sue whoever you want.
Well, you
Can I sue the car company that hit me?
Not
You
usually.
can-
Why not?
Not
Well, is
usually
it-
the car company.
Let's talk about your definition of the word can.
Yes,
You can
sue
file a
anybody.
lawsuit against anybody that you want.
Right. Whether
They can come with defenses and say, hey, there's no nexus between your accident and our vehicle, so your lawsuit should be dismissed. The firearm manufacturers have a special statute that says you can't sue them regardless. So if you sued Remington,
Yep.
they would file a motion and say you can't because of the statute, and the court would throw it out like the day after you filed it.
Right.
If you sue Ford, Ford can't file a motion that says here's a statute, you can't sue me. They'd have to file their own pleadings that say you don't, there's no stand, whatever, and then it would be litigated over months or whatever through the courts. So there's a bar to suing those people.
Why don't these same people pass something to sue car companies or swimming pools?
You can sue car companies.
Or swimming pools.
You can sue swimming pools. You can sue whoever you want. Doesn't mean you'll win, but you can sue whoever. But you can't technically sue.
But you have to prove
firearm manufacturers because they have an immunity in a statute. So what the Dems and anti-gun people want to do is take away that immunity and allow people to sue. That doesn't mean you still wouldn't necessarily win a lawsuit. You still have to prove the normal things you would with a lawsuit, causation, nexus, et cetera, but you can at least get past day one and go forward with your case, whereas right now, you can't even get past day one because there's an automatic immunity in the statute.
Look, here's the deal, all right? All this stuff is making me anxious, and I'm offended. Can I sue some treasonous bitches?
You can sue whoever you want.
Yeah.
Why are you listening to me?
You want.
Anybody can walk down to the courthouse and pay a $310 filing fee and sue whoever you want.
Why aren't we suing treasonous bitches? Why aren't we then?
Knock yourself out.
Do you do pro bono stuff?
You go right up to, you'd have to go to federal court for someone like Nancy, so you'd have to drive up to Tampa and file your lawsuit. I think like $1,100 filing fees or whatever up there. They'll be thrown out, and then they can come after you for attorney's fees. They can file a Rule 11 motion against you for a frivolous lawsuit.
Who's going to come at me for attorney fees?
Anybody that they want. Whoever they hire to fight your lawsuit.
Right, because if you file a lawsuit, they have to answer, which means they have to hire lawyers to address your lawsuit.
You guys are a lot more fun when you're drinking more.
So Patrick Smart says,
oh, here we go.
Don't get me started on red flag law.
Right.
Yeah.
That is, in my opinion, currently the worst.
Oh, God.
Everything essentially about that Marjorie Stoneman Douglas Act that's anti-gun is bad. There's some good things. They had funding for the cops at the schools or whatever. There's some good stuff there. I mean, I'm okay with mental health counseling being funded or whatever. But all the anti-gun stuff, the red flag laws, 821 to buy a gun, all that kind of bump stock ban, that's all horse crap. That's already a law, though.
17 to go to war with a letter from your parents.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
21 to buy a gun.
Yep. Yeah, so that's, I'm actually not too worried about some of the ones that are out there pending right now because they're all crazy, like the one we talked about a couple of months ago. And as long as they hold firm with the filibuster, they're not going anywhere. Okay. And Biden knows he's very limited. I don't like his executive order on. That's going to be the big fight coming up here.
What's the big? That's what everybody wants to know.
The SIG brace, the stabilization braces. He signed an executive order to order the ATF to reclassify them under the NFA Act. So anybody who owns one is going to have to not disassemble. They're going to have to disassemble it, separate it, fill out their form, pay their $200, wait for their tax stamp, then they can put it back together.
Until it all gets overturned.
Right, and the problem is then there'll be a lawsuit.
I totally will comply with that.
I mean, look how long it's been on the bump stock ban. It took them, what, two years on the bump stock ban, basically, to get a ruling in front of a judge? 2 years. So during that time frame, technically, it's illegal. So that's going to be your big, that is going to be, and I predicted it. You can go back and look at the videos right afterwards and say that's where the litigation is going to be.
Why don't these idiots go after criminals?
It's too hard.
Well, plus most of the criminals vote for them anyway.
Well, the criminals and the dead people. But so
how many times did you vote?
Is it easier to enforce laws against people who actually obey the laws, or against the people who don't listen to the laws?
Well, it's like this. It's easier to do it when people feel they are law-abiding citizens, right? But when it's like this, make me a felon. And guess what? I won't abide by anymore.
Yeah.
Because why should I?
Well, no, you're no longer going to be a law-abiding citizen.
Why should I?
There's somebody posted on Facebook or a tweet that got turned into a meme where that's exactly what somebody said. They're like, I'm tired of hearing these gun people claim they're law-abiding citizens, but then also say they won't turn in their AR-15s if they become illegal. That means you're not going to be a law-abiding citizen, so your argument is invalid. And it's like you obviously don't understand.
Right.
How it works.
SUVs are dangerous. They kill too many people. We're going to make everybody who owns an SUV a big SUV, an Escalade. Everybody who owns an Escalade, if they're not a government employee, is now a felon.
Right. That is pretty good right there.
Yeah.
That's really what they're saying.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like, don't worry about the criminals
Don't worry.
because
about
it's probably my fault.
Right.
But it's like this. I don't know who it was. I can't remember who said it. But I happened to been someplace. I heard a guy talking. And he said, well, if you make my pistol illegal, what's stopping me from making a fake, making a homemade suppressor and making a gun fully automatic?
It's already illegal.
It's already illegal.
Right, exactly. At that point,
Is it more illegal? You're more of a felon. Nope. I'm just a felon. That's it. So why stop there?
We got a bunch of
That is
people
crazy.
watching tonight.
Then you
Oh
create,
yeah,
pissed
pissed
off
off.
though.
Yeah.
you create an underground, like you incentivize people to do things.
I
in the
wouldn't
dark.
do
Yeah,
that.
it's ridiculous.
Because first of all, they'll ban me on Facebook. Like, you see the one? They see the one they banned. You see the other one they banned?
No.
And they only banned it in some places because in some communities, I guess it's okay. But it said it was a thing, right? And it had an AR-15 and it had a quill, right? And it said, for those of you that think the Second Amendment is about muskets, and it stops there, please write me with a quill on parchment paper, give it to a guy riding a horse, and have it deliver me so we can discuss why you're friggin' wrong.
That's
And they're like,
been
that's
banned.
against our community
That was-
standards.
That's like a standard meme. That's not even, how's that against
That's
the
in
meme?
Wow.
so many different groups
That was
right
great.
now.
Yeah,
It's
everybody
all over the
puts
internet.
Puts that up.
But only banned in two.
They've been doing that like for years. That's a standard meme that's been out for a long time.
It's like this, 300,000. Wait till I get to 1 million. I won't even be able to, they won't have the show up. They'll ban everything.
Shoot.
You and
You know.
Trump. You'll have to go on Trump's channel.
He's opening up a new social
Yeah,
media
yeah,
thing.
I
Yeah.
know.
We'll see. He keeps saying that, but
Yeah,
I'll
well.
believe when I see it.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll see it.
He should have done it the day after he left.
He
He's
should
got
have.
plenty of
He
money to do
should
it, but he
have.
ain't
I don't know why
done
he
it
didn't.
because I don't think he's going to.
Hey, we've got Craig Ziegler. We've got Kathy Camp, Susan England. We have David Alita.
What, with questions or just
Susie
watching?
cut her
Fernando.
finger. Did you
No,
see
they're
that?
watching.
Well, they're watching.
Patrick Smart.
That
Brian
doesn't sound like
Klein,
300,000 people.
What's that?
Lisa.
I'm reaching 300,000.
Mary Fran.
Whose side are you on?
Just saying. It sounds like 300,000 people.
Hey,
What's the next
Fernando. Fernando
Next
from
question is,
Wichita.
Fernando?
Cat's
I can't
on.
see anything, so I don't know.
Cat's
in
on.
Wichita?
We love Cat.
Yeah, he's always in Wichita.
Yeah.
Well, they
Every
just,
first Tuesday of the month, he's in Wichita.
they just did constitutional carry in Kansas.
Like, I don't.
Someplace else too, I think.
And yet, Missouri, Kansas City and Missouri,
Well, because Missouri
that mayor
left wing.
is all mad because they have crime in Kansas City, Missouri. And Missouri has a law like we do where the state owns all the gun laws and won't allow the cities to make their own gun laws. And he's all mad and wants to be able to.
I want to be a Marxist. I want to be a Marxist. Give me
I thought that
something.
was funny. It was like,
Well, so
I
here's
hate America.
Well, and here's a funny. I was listening because it was actually on this morning. The senator from Kansas and why they passed. So you know the governor actually vetoed it. So it got through. The governor vetoed it. The legislature overrode her veto and made it law. And he had a good point, which I never thought about before. Is they have reciprocity in Kansas, but they also have a law in Kansas that says you can't get a concealed carry permit unless you're 21. But some of the other states that they reciprocity with said you can get it at 18. So they had a situation where you could be from another state and come to Kansas at 18 and conceal carry a gun, but their own residents couldn't conceal carry a gun, and they didn't think that was fair to their residents to have less rights than the out-of-state residents. So that was their justification for getting rid of concealed carry and going to constitutional carry. That way, they're good to go.
So what is the facts?
'Cause they
Tell
can
me what
open
the
carry,
facts are for
but you can't conceal.
constitutional carry. Tell them what the facts are. What does that mean?
Yeah, explain that.
It just means the Constitution's my permit. It basically just takes away your concealed carry
it
permit
takes
requirement.
money away from the state.
Well, that's
That's really what it does.
But you don't have to have a permit.
No permit.
Like you don't have to conceal. You don't have to apply for a permit. Like the Constitution is your permit. You can conceal carry a firearm without the government's permission.
Texas is working on it too.
Well, it's getting to.
Pat.
Well, there's only like 14 or 15 states left that don't have it.
So does it have to be concealed though? Not
Well,
open.
it just means you don't have to have a permit. So you
Okay.
got to follow all the other laws of the state.
So we're gonna have
Okay.
a whole bunch of people with zero training
Ugh.
walking around with guns in their.
We already do. They're
You
called
already
criminals.
do.
We
They're
do,
called
but-
criminals. You can have it in your gun without it. And why does the government get to say who conceals carry? That training's a different issue. Obviously, you can
Right.
say people need to
Training.
get training, but the Constitution
You have to-
doesn't say
you
right
have
to
to take a
bear
test to get
arms,
your driver's
comma,
license.
if you pay, where's your constitutional right to drive?
Right.
Why
There's
we're having this conversation
constitutional
with
right
you?
to drive.
You sound like Nancy Pelosi.
No, I don't.
What
You know
in the
it is?
hell, man?
Here's what it is. I work at a range.
But that's not the point.
No.
Nobody disagrees that people should get training,
Right,
but
we agree.
there's nothing in the Constitution that requires you to get training and pay Nikki Fried $200-something for your permission to bear your arms.
Okay,
There's
to
nothing that
bear.
says that.
I don't want people walking around without training.
Nobody does, but that's different.
But we're adults and we have the right not to have training if we don't want it.
I don't want
Yeah,
people
but
walking around the street.
I walk around in that world with these people.
But I don't want
carrying
people
guns.
walking around the
They can't even
street
friggin' they
calling
can't shoot
people names
YouTube
and throwing out
videos
the
without
N-word, but
hurting
you're allowed
themselves.
to. It's just the way that it is.
How many days a week do you get a gun
Assumption
pointed
of
at you?
I only had 4
Oh,
point
yeah.
at me today.
Unfortunately, they shoot down to the left.
Right. So remember, whenever these people walking around, jump up.
Well,
To the right.
and so
No, to
the
your left.
people who go to
Oh,
the gun
sorry,
show
your
and pay
left.
$50 and shoot a BB gun in the back alley and get their permit, they're better than the person who doesn't do that?
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that there should be some sort of license, there should be some sort of test you need to pass to prove, right? I don't believe in the one-shot thing in Florida. I believe there should be a test.
No.
Where does it say that in the
I disagree with you.
Constitution?
Yeah, there's no.
I'm just saying.
Where's the
doesn't-
test? Do you have a test to
constitutional.
vote? Do you have to take a test to free speech? Do you have to take a test to not let people search your house? Do you have to take a test to go to church?
But it's a lethal.
Why do you have to take a test for that amendment, but not the other ones?
Because it has something to do with protecting other people if you do something stupid.
But you can do something stupid with the internet, but it's still protected.
Yeah, but
You can do
nobody
something
dies.
Stupid
Not
with
killing
nobody
anybody.
dies.
You're
And
not
But it's-
killing anybody.
did our forefathers have to take tests before they
No.
went out and shot things?
Yeah, but that's only with muskets.
Correct, Nancy. You are correct, Nancy. That's only with muskets.
Here's the deal.
Talk about age limits. They'd give a 10-year-old a rifle and say, "Go join the frickin' army."
Oh,
They were a lot more mature back then.
I don't disagree. Then
Today,
then
the
amend
kids
Second
you
Amendment.
want walking around with guns don't even play video games. They watch people
They
play
watch
video
other
games.
people play
watch
video
people.
games. They don't even get the finger dexterity anymore.
Well,
They don't even get to kill the hooker themselves. They watch other people kill them.
Oh,
It's great.
Such a great game.
there is another thing though. If a lot of people get guns and have no training, there is Darwinism.
yeah.
Yeah, but the
Except they
problem is
could
that
kill somebody
They
goes
next
could
out
to
the
them.
other
kill
way.
somebody else.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's not
I
gonna-
agree.
yeah.
Welcome to
But
the free country,
again,
man. I don't know what to tell you.
It's if you want freedom, you have to take the risk.
You show me
as
where
well
it
as the
says
rewards.
comma, as long as you get training by the NRA and pay Nikki Fried her fee. It ain't there, my friend. It stops with a period.
Yeah, but we see stupid shit every day.
Period. Everybody
day.
does, but that doesn't.
Yeah.
But so what?
I know.
Now you sound like a
Yeah.
Democrat.
That's not like a Democrat. I just don't like idiots with guns.
Neither do Democrats.
Nobody does.
No, they don't like guns because the
No.
guns offend them.
No.
No.
Yes.
Democrats
Yes.
love guns. They don't like private citizens having guns.
They don't
because
like.
they're okay with their
no,
security guard
They don't
having
like
guns.
it because it's a right-wing thing.
No.
Yeah.
They don't like it because their security guards have guns, their military that protects them around
Capitol
DC
Police have
guns,
guns.
their Capitol Police have guns, which also is ironic because they think the police want to do nothing but murder black people, yet
Right.
they're the only people who should be allowed to have guns
Oh,
God.
or whatever. So Democrats,
Kinda racist,
I did
isn't
a
it?
whole video on this on Minnesota or musingswithmgl.com. I did it like a couple weeks ago. But Democrats don't hate guns, they hate private gun ownership. And it's not because it's a right-wing thing, it's because in general, they don't like private citizens of anything, whether it's businesses,
No.
you didn't build that,
Here's what it is.
guns, whatever.
Because
They
good
want
guys with
government,
guns
not private.
kill bad guys with guns, and they lose voters.
That has something to do with
That could
it.
be
Possibly.
part of it.
Possibly.
That's it.
Those bad guys aren't voting.
Well, they get their rights back now that they're felons. They
But
get
they're
their
not
rights back
voting.
because
But they're not voting. And the funny thing about that is that's a whole other tangent. You know, they passed a law in Florida before this last election that felons can vote, and everybody said, "Oh my God, there it goes." Guess what? Trump won the state by 5 points, and all the Republicans in the state won their seats. So making felons allowed to vote is not this big problem for right wingers as everybody claimed it was. I know this because I get people coming to my office every day who are convicted felons that are conservative right wing people who want to get their guns back, and they can't. It's a misnomer to assume that all felons are Democrats.
Yeah.
The ones who are Democrats aren't going to vote
Right.
because they're just generally lazy people anyway. The ones who aren't Democrat are going to vote.
Well, they're like
My wife's
outside
probably
of
not watching this, so
society.
I'm not worried about it.
We love your wife.
Correct.
We
I'm not
voted
gonna
for your
argue
wife.
that. But my whole thing is, if you're going to walk around with a gun that you're going to pull on public and defend
Nobody's
yourself
arguing
with,
that. You should get all the
you should
training
be
you
trained.
want. You
That's
should
all
go
I'm
to
saying.
Mike
You should be
McGowan
trained.
and
Yeah.
not shoot low and to the left.
That's right.
Absolutely.
He can fix you.
Fix
The
your sight.
government shouldn't
But-
make people do
You
it.
can't force people to exercise their constitutional rights. It's not the way it works. Now,
I
the
like
biggest
open
issue
carry.
is the reason why I agree I don't think that will ever happen in Florida is because there's too much money that the government gets from their licensing
Yeah.
fees.
Yeah.
And not just the Democrats, the Republicans don't want to give up that cash cow. So I don't think you're going to see constitutional carry, not because they don't morally agree with it, but that's going to be billions of dollars that's going to come out of the state budget, and they ain't going to go for that.
You know what the new one that the state of Florida is doing? The division of licensing. Mm-hmm. Right? You know what they're doing now?
What?
I'm getting the certificates. People call me, and they're like, they can't verify that you're an instructor. I'm like, does your certificate have 2 numbers on it? And they're like, under your name? Yes. I go, their job, one of their only jobs, is to verify those numbers. That's what they do in that office. Well, they said they couldn't. I'm like, is one of them a K number? Yes, the bottom one is the is the K number. I'm like, here's what I want you to do. I want you to call them up, and I want you to say, hey, I got this back, says you couldn't verify the instructor. Well, that's true. Well, I called the instructor, and he said that you issued him, like your office that I'm calling right now, issued that K number, instructor number. Is that true? Yes. Well, he wants to know why the hell you can't verify it if you issued it. Right? Because he says that would just mean you guys are very incompetent. That's what he said. So the lady says, "Oh, hold on one second." After this lady waited on the phone on hold for 2 hours.
Oh my God.
Right? But they just wanted to hang
just
out.
trying to screw her.
You know? So she says within like 10 to 15 seconds, she goes, "Oh no, his number's valid. Then please explain to me. Oh, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna email them, okay, and I'll find out by the COB today what's wrong." So she says 2 hours later, she called back and said, "They don't know why it got kicked back," and she goes, "I do because you told me they're just friggin'
Right.
lazy scumbags." Like, yeah, right, and you know. And then they try to say, after we get done processing, and I told them, no, you mail me my license right now because I've already waited over 90 days. And then she sent me a picture 2 days later. That was Wednesday. Or that was Tuesday. Thursday, she sent me a picture of her license. It's weird that you can go to Northport,
And get it like
right?
immediately, right?
And the people down there are just,
Oh, it's not.
they're just,
immediate.
if you go to get it renewed,
Oh,
Yeah.
we knew.
they give it to you,
Friendly.
right?
So-
Professional. Happy.
They're
So
Like happy.
phenomenal.
prior to
Tallahassee?
COVID, if you got a suspension or a denial,
Yep.
and somebody came and hired me and we did an election of rights and all that kind of
Yep.
stuff, they would send you to Northport in person. You would drive down there, sit in a room with the ladies. Very nice. Here's my client certified record that shows it's not a felon. Here's his drive,
Yep.
whatever. Oh, thank you very much. Everything was great. COVID, they stopped doing in-person ones. Now everything's by phone with the jackasses up in Tallahassee.
That's
They are
the
the
reason.
rudest,
That's
most
for a reason.
idiotic
Yeah.
people. And when I had one about a month ago, I called up there. I had gotten my guy's certified records, mailed them up there like you're supposed to do. I'm on the thing, and she's like, "I'm looking at it now, and it's all I see is a certified that I can't read. It's illegible." I said, "What do you mean it's illegible? I'm holding the
Right, I'm reading it right now.
right now. It's illegible." I said, "Well, are you holding a hard copy?" "Well, no." I said, "So did your office upload it onto the computer, like scan and upload it?" She's like, "Yeah." And I said, "Well,
Whose fault
you
is
can't
that?
read it because of the upload." "Well, all I know is I can't read it." And I basically said, I didn't say it in these words, but I said, "Why don't you walk your happy ass down to the basement, find the hard copy, and tell me if it's legible, and then give my client a license."
Wow.
Hung up. 2 weeks later, I get an order that says, "Everything is official. Please give him his license." So you have to treat them like that. Otherwise, they will walk all over you.
Wow.
They think they're the smartest people on the planet up there, and they're jerks. It was much better. You're 100% right when you go down to Northport. The ladies down there are wonderful. I know the lady who runs the place down. They're
That
wonderful
is-
people.
That
But the
is
people
the
in Tallahassee,
most efficient friggin' office
awesome.
in
They're
the U.S.
great.
government.
They're great.
Yeah. Well, and the problem is they're not lawyers in Tallahassee, because I had found this out. There's about 5 or 6 different officers up there. One of them's a lawyer and at least knows how to read an NCIC or a records
Yeah.
check. The other ones, they're not lawyers. They don't know what they're looking at. You're
How
trying
about-
to explain
how
to them
about the-
over the phone what a misdemeanor means and what a felony means, and they don't understand because they're looking at different paperwork.
How about last year when the chick was just signing the thing because she couldn't, her phone didn't work or something?
Yep.
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right? And they're good, they're good, they're good, they're good, they're good. Now they're just like, because this is what happened. They're backed up, and I'm promising
They're
you,
just denying everything.
They're just
right?
denying
No,
it.
no,
So
no.
you can
If you
catch up.
come in with any blip on there, they're just going to send you a notice of suspension
Now,
in the mail
I get a question
and hope
about
they
this.
never hear from you.
I get a question about this. Is that defamation of character to me?
Well, it's not going out to the public anywhere.
It's sending it to people
Who?
and telling them that I'm not an instructor.
Oh, well, that I have no idea. That may be a different issue. I thought you meant like if you got denied a concealed carry permit or something.
No.
No, because they didn't say anything evil about you. They just said he
Oh, you
doesn't
should hear when the
exist.
people call me.
Right,
He
yeah.
just said,
They just
What
said,
they- what they say
they
to
just
me.
said,
Oh, I
we
bet
can't
they did.
verify your number, sir.
They can't verify that I'm an instructor.
right.
Right.
But they didn't say that you were lying about being an instructor or that you're a
that's how they get
terrible
around it?
instructor
Right.
or anything like that. They just said, we can't find
It's a
them because we're
technical
lazy.
glitch, right?
Have you talked about the time I got called behind the glass down in Northport? This is probably like 8 years ago, right? So this was in Punta Gorda. So the head guy down there, right?
Oh, yeah.
I met him once for like 30 seconds. And I love the guy. You know, he was very, very good to me the whole time he was there. But at first, I didn't know him, right? I just met him at Take Aim because they were in checking something, and I met him for like 30 seconds. And this guy comes out. He comes out of one office. He's reading something, right? He comes out of office. He looks up. He goes in, and he pokes out, and he goes like this. He goes, "You, in my office." and I'm sitting there. I'm sitting there like this, and I go like this. I go. He goes, "Yeah, you. Let's go." And I'm like, "Uh-oh." Right? So they come out, they open the door, they let me in, and I go in. He's got papers like organized, like was it disorganized organization, like on his desk, just laid out, and he's sitting there like this. And I go, "Yes, sir." He goes, "Sit down." I'm like, "Uh-oh, I'm in the principal's office." He goes like this. He goes, "You see all these papers?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Every one of these papers is a friggin' problem you caused me." And I go like this. I go, He goes, "No, Mike, I'm just kidding. I just need to know about is there a difference between your..." And I go, "That's not funny." Right? And he goes, I go, "Honestly," I go, how many complaints do you get about me?" He goes, "Well, the 6 years that I've been here, that you've been instructing since I've been here, do you want written or verbal complaints?" Right? And I go,
You say you want that chronological or alphabetical?
right. So I go, both. He goes, "We've never had one freaking complaint about it." He goes, "Mike, everybody loves you." I'm thinking, "You don't." I was just like it gave me that whole, you're about to go to like suspension or detention mode. So I'm like, do I need a pencil?
You know what? We got to give something away.
All right. He used to have a stick in his office with my name on it.
Sweet.
All right, so what are we giving away? What do we got?
Oh,
We
he's
have a
drawn.
case.
We have a case, Pelican
Yeah.
case, Pelican case.
Can't look.
Like it means anything.
35H.
Give me that thing.
That's what it says.
It does say that. 35H. I don't believe him.
I'm a lawyer. I'm incapable of lying.
35. You got to pee? That probably didn't sound right on. Probably come out as, "You have to pee?"
Yes.
All right, throw that back in there. Wow, we've been on for a while.
I know, we're way past.
Jeff talks a lot. That's what's the problem.
I'm a lawyer. I'm incapable of
What do we
talking
got? What do we
all
got? What do we got? What do we got?
can
Come on
bring it
up.
Oh,
Bring it up.
oh.
James
yeah.
Gerard.
Who is it?
James
James
Gerard.
Gerard. Are you
Again, he
serious?
won 2 weeks ago, too. Please write that down.
Happy
Mike.
late birthday. You weren't here last month for your birthday. So
I was sick.
we had to hold on to it for a month.
I hope you get sick one day. Then I'm not gonna be. I'm gonna be calling you. Why
I've
aren't
been-
you at work?
I've been vaccinated, man. I'm good.
Mm.
It's not true. I just tell people that so they don't have to get yelled at for wearing a mask. Why aren't you wearing a mask? Hey, I've been vaccinated. Leave me
Oh,
alone.
look at that. Oh, yeah.
Go on my calendar.
Oh, I love that. Great
Yeah.
sloth.
Yeah, it's
very
Great
cute.
sloth.
We won that for you at the fair like 2 months ago.
So
We're hanging
sweet.
on to it.
What's his name?
Whatever you want to name him.
Mike,
It's your sloth.
Mike.
Mad Dog Jr.
He's very cute.
We had to play all kinds of squirt gun games and
Ooh.
blowing up
Not really.
balloon balls.
You won on the first
Shh,
time.
would you-
I'm good at that.
That's one of them fair gifts. It's like 30 cents, but it cost me like $50 to win it.
Very cute.
That's a nice one.
I know, isn't
It
it?
is.
That's top of
Very,
class.
very
Because you have to trade up for that one.
Oh.
You start with a small one, then you play 3 more times, they give you the medium one, then you play like 3 more times, they give you the big one. That's how they hook you in at the fair. It's crazy.
You gotta go to the Star game.
No, you
Shoot
can't,
one of them.
you
They
can't
give you,
win that.
They give you
I know
a
you can
stuffed
win that, but
animal
I
the
can't.
size of a Prius.
Well, it's like when the basketball one too. You get one basketball and they give you the freaking
Well, the basketball,
ball.
like the hoops is big.
Well, right, that's the whole point.
It's at 11 feet.
It's literally the same
Right.
height as the ball.
And
it's
the
like,
balls are bigger. You're like, oh, I got this. I play basketball all the time.
clank.
Larry Bird's there going like this. Let me try 4 more times.
Right there. That's how they get you. And then one of them just goes in every now and then, so they can give a big thing out. Yeah. But there you go. Happy birthday,
Thank you very much.
Slothy McSlotherson.
Sweet.
Slothy McSlotherson. Probably related.
Hey, Marco's on.
Marco!
Oh, hey. We got a lot of people watching tonight.
All right, so we're going to wrap up. All right, so first of all, let's hear it for the live studio audience. Yeah! Thanks for Slothy McSlotherson stopping by. Nancy.
Nancy,
Nancy looking good, babe.
copyright using for
better.
the MGL
Looking-
2021.
Can I sue him?
Can we do our shout outs yet or what?
Do your shout out, man.
Shout out.
Oh, Cindy Clark, elder law and estate planning attorney. What is my website? MinnesotaElderlaw.com.
That's what I like.
If you're gonna get your can, you need something to put it in. That didn't come out right.
Yeah, I do.
You know what I mean?
Gun
Yeah,
trust.
if you need something to put
You need
your
a trust if you're getting a suppressor.
ashes in. Oh, I thought you meant ashes kit. She's estate planning like a
Well, I
can
do
for
that
your,
too.
like a coffee can for
Probate.
your ashes
No, you get
I'll
one of
be
these cool
calling
Pelican cases.
before you go spread them out.
All right, we gotta
All
make
right.
sure we put James around.
My turn.
Go, go, go.
All right, get your pens and papers out because I got
Here
like
it is,
20
I'm
things I
ready.
got to go through now. So next Sunday, not this Sunday, is Mother's Day. Remember, Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, Ma.
Next Sunday, which I think is the 18th or the 16th, something like that, whatever next Sunday is.
16th.
We will be doing a Ask the Gun Lawyer seminar at Take Aim
Nice.
Indoor Range in Manatee County. It's right on the University of, are they in Sarasota or Manatee?
I think they're in Sarasota.
Sarasota County,
Sarasota.
but it's on the corner of University and 301. Free
61st
food.
Street.
We're going to bring some snacks. We're going to be some giveaways, and it's basically a free gun seminar. We'll answer whatever your questions are without people making weird jokes or bad toast or whatever. It's 1-on-1 or 2-on. Wait,
Well,
However many on two?
2 on.
you usually got to pay double for that action cotton. So come out. It starts at 11.
11.
Next
till
Sunday,
whenever.
May 16th, 11 o'clock, Take Aim Gun Range. Ask the Gun Lawyers, free food, free drinks, free advice, and come on out and have a good time. There's flyers there if you need more information on it. Come out next Sunday. This weekend is the gun show in Sarasota, the Two Guys Gun Show at Robarts Arena. Speaking of bad politicians, as everyone knows, Vern Buchanan is our current House of Representatives. He's not very friendly with Second Amendment. He's voted several times for universal background checks, probably for training for people. You know, he's one of those kind of guys. There's an individual who is declared to run against him. His name is Martin Hyde. He lives in Sarasota. A lot of you people may know who he is. He's going to have a booth at the gun show this weekend in Sarasota. I'm going to be sitting there for some various times over the weekend, kind of answering some questions, giving some shout outs. So if you are interested in learning about who's going to run against Vern Buchanan, who's very pro Second Amendment, Martin Hyde. He'll be at the booth Saturday and Sunday at Robarts Arena, Two Guys Gun Show.
Very good.
Musings with MGL is my Facebook page or my YouTube page. I don't reach 300,000 people. I'm close to like 700 something people right now. So like and share and subscribe.
I'm one of them.
Onto my channel, I do a lot of podcast stuff about topics, gun laws, et cetera, et cetera. Check out Kiki Kara's World, which is my daughter's
That's me.
YouTube channel. She just passed 100 subscribers
Yay!
earlier this week. So please like and subscribe to her channel. Get out of here. Please like and subscribe to her channel if you have kids or if you don't have kids. We do all kinds of funny, weird stuff on there all the time. And I think, what else? Anything else?
I don't know.
Two airheads and a boxer.
I'm
That's where
messaging
we're
Martin
building a
right now.
motorcycle, but we're not. That's me and Charles Worley building a motorcycle. Haven't done that in a while. Let's see what else. Anybody else I can give a shout? That's all me. Who else can I give a shout out for? MinnesotaGunLawyer.com is my website for my law practice.
For his real
He's
business.
carried away with social media.
Right,
He's
after all
actually an
that,
attorney.
what I actually do is theyounglawgroup.com. My wife and I doing criminal work, family law, car accidents, whatever, and then MinnesotaGunLawyer.com is my website. When am I going to get music? Do I have to be official sponsor to get music?
Yeah. You're the one,
Oh,
talk about them. I did not get it.
Ooh.
I'll take the explosion. How about a chung chung? We'll be copyrighted on that too, probably. All right, we're going to wrap this up or what? It's bedtime.
All right, here we go. So thanks to everybody that's checking in. Thanks for everybody that's following us. If you have not liked the page, please like the page. If you're not following us, please follow us. All right.
While
We're
you
putting a
still
bunch of
can.
memes up. Those that are not getting banned because I said, like, apples are good. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Ban against community standards.
Only when you slap and Nancy Pelosi's a treasonous bitch on the end of your post do you get banned.
Why? Why am I being banned for the truth? Because they can't handle the truth.
Copyrighted as well, my friend.
Oh.
No, because what they said is you can't handle the truth.
Oh, yeah.
I
Slightly
said
different.
they can't handle the truth. Because they're probably Marxist, treasonous bitches.
Oh, yeah.
There's no copyright on the truth. It's my truth, your truth, whatever.
And treason is a forcible felony in the state of Florida.
That's
true
right.
story. Punishable by death.
All right, we got to get out of here. All right, so thanks everybody for checking in. Thanks everybody for showing up. If you're not doing anything on Thursday night at 8, just come on down to Mars Vision Productions, Sarasota, and watch us. Bring your own beverage of choice for the toast. All the
See you
mothers
at the
out there,
gun
happy
show
Mother's
and take
Day.
aim next weekend. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's
All the
Day.
fathers out there, good job in making them mothers.
That's right.
Take us out, play music, let me hear some Skies and Chaos.
Black Widow, copyrighted, Marble.